Scrapbooking with Brittany Nicole. This is the layout that was the original Stash to Sketch inspired layout, and then these are the scraps left over from creating that layout. And so I already kind of had the papers that I felt coordinated together. I already had some ephemera that I felt coordinated with the papers and had to do with sort of the story I was telling. And so because this is already all kind of out on my desk, I've decided to do sketch scrap layouts as well. So I have a Stash to Sketch inspired layout where I take a sketch and I use it to inspire me to use up my stash. And then whatever is left over on my desk from creating that layout inspired by this sketch, I then use those scraps that are laying out and try to create another layout with the leftover scraps. What I'm also trying to do with this is challenge myself to use mixed media. So there you see, I put all the strips on the side of the page, and here I'm just trying to layer bits and pieces. I find using my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher really helps with this process because as long as the staple goes through all the layers of paper that I'm trying to put together, I don't have to take it all apart and do this with adhesive. I feel like it'd be really hard to do this, and you don't have to use a Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. Honestly, I don't see why just a normal stapler wouldn't work. It actually might even be better because it would let you go further into the middle of the group of paper or the paper cluster. So I'm really enjoying doing this. As you can see, I don't have a photo out yet. I've been doing a lot of scrapping for my 30th birthday. So I think in the back of my head, I thought I was probably going to do that, but I wasn't 100% sure. Also, what I love with this is there is a mix of Dear Lizzie and Chamel Lane papers that I am using on this layout, and then some Paige Taylor Evans ephemera. So I really like that this is integrating lots of different designers and collections and just using things. And I say this a lot, but if it's on my desk, I really do try to go with my gut and use it. There's a reason I thought it worked. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but most of the time, this works. So I wanted to get those little bits of paper in there because they had balloons on them. And you can see that I didn't have like one lengthy strip, so I just cut it up and added it together. So I kind of like jury rigged it to look like it was almost a border strip because I really wanted to tie in those colors. So now you can see I've kind of tidied up my desk. I struggle working in a messy desk space. So I just sort of put all the ephemera pieces that I had out and that I want to try to get onto the layout. That's another thing that I try to challenge myself with. If I have leftover scraps or I have like ephemera or embellishments already out on my desk, I really do try to incorporate them onto the layout. So I will do my best to get it on the page instead of just waiting. And I think I also have some Citrus Twist Kits ephemera as well. The labels, and I think there's some word phrases maybe. I also am in love with these flowers from Paige Taylor Evans. I feel like they're very, very versatile, and I'm finding that it goes with a lot of my stash, like 12 by 12 papers that aren't Paige Taylor Evans. And I think I might even just buy the flower ephemeras again because I like them so much. They've been really fun to play with. I actually didn't buy that collection. I got it in a kit from I think it was the Scrapbooking and Cards online virtual like crop experience. And I'm really glad because I just have had so much Paige Taylor Evans stash because I love her stuff, and I hadn't used a lot of it until I started doing my Stash to Sketch inspired layouts. But because I had so much, I'm talking like sometimes I'd have like 3 packs of the same sticker sheet or 3 packs of the same embellishment like package, like that was the exact same from the same collection. And so I'm trying to use it all up, and I am pretty much at that point where I have very few ephemera embellishments from her collections. And I'm trying to have self-control and not purchase the newest collection, but I do want to purchase the one that she's about to share. That's her 12th collection with American Crafts. So we'll see. I'm not really per se on a scrapbooking spending freeze, but I'm really trying to use up what I have because I'm getting closer and closer to really using like a lot up. And so I'm trying to find that balance of, what do I like? How much stuff do I like to have in my scrapbooking stash? I'm kind of finding, what I like. Like right now, what I'm noticing is I have tons of Maggie Holmes. Clearly, I have a hoarding issue when it comes to Maggie Holmes, and I want to use it up. I'm noticing I have a lot of chipboard sticker sheets that I want to use up, which I'm really excited about that because I was watching, I am a Patreon of RTS, and I'm blanking right now. It's Judy. I'm 99% sure that RTS Record the Story is hosted by Judy, and her stuff is amazing. And she has this really cool like border strip idea to create embellishments, and she shares some examples using chipboard stickers, and I was so inspired. So I have ways to use that up. Anyway, sorry, I also have the puppy in my lap right now and he's teething, so I apologize if I seem slightly scatterbrained. Okay, so I'm curious what you guys feel is the kind of not too much, not too little, but the just right kind of perfect Goldilocks situation of stash for you. Is it just having the most current kit? Is it having, a stash for every holiday? Is it having, what is it? I'm trying to find that balance. I store a lot of my ephemera in 4x6 iris containers. And so, I'm trying to decide, do I like having three 4x6 bins of Maggie Holmes ephemera, or 2 4x6 bins of Paige Taylor Evans ephemera, or do I like to just be able to keep it to one? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I know the container I store my 12x12 paper, that I like being able to just have one of those. I don't really want to get to a point where I need more than one of those with my paper stash, unless if it's holiday, because I store my kind of Christmas paper and embellishments in a separate container. And then I also store Halloween and a couple other holidays in a different area. So that's the one thing that I do that I guess kind of doesn't count, but I don't feel like it's totally over the top. Anyway, back to the layout as I've gotten very distracted. As you can see, I have a label or word phrase of some kind in each embellishment cluster. So if it's not a label, there's a word phrase, and then I also have florals. Now the florals don't all have the same exact colors, but there's the floral, so the motif is there. I have a heart in each cluster, but not necessarily all the same colors. So trying to mix motifs and colors so that it feels balanced, and that is my final one. I spared you guys from seeing me put my title 30, Flirty, and Quarantined because I just feel like I'm a nightmare to watch when it comes to adhering thickers on a layout. It takes me forever because I always glue them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.